Happy Monday! The inflation report gets released tomorrow. I'm going to give you an update at the end of this video, but first, the truth about taxes, the truth about income, and the truth about home prices. Let's start with home prices. Rail LePage said home prices are going to go up 9% this year. They're not. They're not. From Wolf Street, they've been tracking the Great Canadian Housing Bubble. Yeah, prices are flat. They're going to remain flat. And there is no bubble. Here is the truth about housing. I've been saying it again and again and again, and you need to understand this. From the Fed, residential property prices for Canada, not inflation adjusted, okay? Home prices in Canada are merely keeping pace with inflation. That's it. They're lying to you when they say boomers are making money on their house. No, they're not. They're not. Money has been printed. Money value has gone down. Boomers are preserving the value of their investment. That's it. Let's recap. We had an inflationary event. They printed a bunch of money for COVID. And then what did they do? They told Canadians to go and buy houses, that rates would be low for a long time when there is nothing for sale, putting even more money into the system, causing this. But you will note that's not the first time it's gone up here. Inflationary event of the 70s, inflationary event of the 80s. They printed a bunch of money. Home prices went up. Almost the same percentage. You hear it all the time. Your primary residence is not an investment. It's not. Technically, it's not. All it's doing is keeping pace with inflation. But that's not going to stop the Liberals from taxing it. Liberals want to tax your home equity, which, let me reiterate, is simply keeping pace with inflation. As they print money, your home equity goes up, and they're going to tax that. Now, this is where they lie to you, okay? Young people, please listen. They are lying to you. These are not your parents. They will feed you enormous amounts of bullshit because they know you're not paying attention. First step is putting a price on housing inequity by adding a modest surtax on homes valued more than $1 million. Which is pretty much everything in the GTA or Metro Vancouver. And outside of those regions, homes are very close to this price point, and they'll be there soon. This annual tax will only apply to the top 12% of high-value homes, as of right now. But soon enough, you will all be paying an additional home equity tax annually, all because your home is keeping pace with the money they print. This will 100% guarantee that you never, ever, ever own a home. If you think owning a home is unaffordable now, wait until they add more tax annually while they increase the equity of your home by printing more money, which of course they will, because that's how they pay for government debt. All right, before I get into the wages, let me start here. International students are protesting because they don't want to leave Canada. Now, you all know my feelings about our spike in immigration, especially coming from international students. But they are fighting for their future. They know what's good for them. A future here in Canada is better than a future for them back home. And they are fighting for that future. And I'm okay with that. Where are our young people? Are they out fighting for their future? No. Are they fighting for better wages, better work opportunities, better hours, better benefits? No, because the government keeps telling them that the government will help them. The government won't help you. No, they won't. They will fuck you. Real wage growth for the G7 countries. Canada's second. Woohoo! However, having the second best performance against a group of shit countries, well, that's not so fantastic. The countries themselves may not be shit, but pay increases are horrible. From 2000 to 2022, Japan has barely increased. Italy's gone negative. So we'll take those two off the list. When it comes to wages, COVID was the best thing that happened to us. Because look at that big jump. Yeah, we've been massively shit up until COVID. But hey, we're closing the gap to the US, right? We're definitely closing the gap to the US. They make $77,500 a year. We make $59,100 a year in the same dollars. Except we work more. Annual working hours, there's Canada just below South Korea. There's the US just below Poland. And you see how we're like almost the same as Germany? There's Germany's hours. We work 500 hours more than Germany. That's 12 weeks of labor. And we make almost the same amount of money. Just saying, where's the protests? Like there's people out there saying that strikers and union people, oh, you're lazy. Oh, really? Oh, really? Or maybe you just have really good lube and you like the feeling. Employees in the EU are entitled to at least 4 weeks paid holiday per year. On top of this, the US is the only advanced economy that doesn't guarantee paid holidays for workers. But they get paid more than everybody else, so it's not so bad. All right, let me quickly wrap it up with the inflation update. Yet again, I am in complete agreement with the RBC, 2.7%. There's my chart, 2.7. We were both wrong last month. We both said 2.6 and it came in at 2.9. We're both saying 2.7 this time. And then there's this. Because if my calculations are correct, we're going to start seeing some deflation in the CPI. And because of this weekend's events with, Mr. Trump, gas prices have fallen. That was Friday. That's now. Same with oil prices. That's West Texas Intermediate. And that's Brent crude. That's it for me today. Have a wonderful Monday. I'll see you tomorrow.